apocalypse.
Yo, what we saying, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? What we saying, doofinators? How are we doing? Today, we're going to react to another video. We expose the UK's leading anti-vaxxer. This sounds very interesting. I'm not against the vaccination. I've had both of mine. For personal reasons, obviously. But yeah, let's get into this goddamn video.
There's £10,000 there.
Oh wow!
Off the
This is Piers Corbyn,
Don't know
the
who he
UK's
is.
most famous anti-vaxxer.
Fair
He
enough.
spent the
Wanker.
last year
I mean-
claiming COVID is a hoax.
What we're seeing is some sort of flu that's been around for 46 years.
And is
46
dedicated
years.
to campaigning against vaccines,
Bill Gates and others intended to inject the world.
publishing leaflets stating all COVID
He left Bill
jabs
Gates
are
out of this.
dangerous, although that's not even his worst leaflet.
Well, I'm still here, and I had mine fucking months ago.
Ultimately, he and other anti-vaxxers fly in the face of science and are putting people off life-saving vaccines.
And when they say comply again, I say ping off.
But are these
Ping.
anti-vaxxers
Hey, you ping off! Dickhead.
people of principle? To put this to the test, Archie and I offered Piers Corbyn a dodgy donation of £10,000,
Ooh.
told him I was an investor in AstraZeneca, and that we'd like him to leave AstraZeneca alone and focus his anti-vaccine work on Pfizer and Moderna.
Focus on leaving AstraZeneca out of it wherever possible.
We'll focus on Pfizer and Moderna.
We
How's he just eating his lunch whilst they're chatting to him?
started by using our brilliant PR firm Gelden Yap, headed up by Harry Bridges. This is my business advisor.
Hi there, Harry Bridges from Gelden Yap.
Who emailed
Hi there.
Mr. Corbyn pretending to
Hi there,
represent
young
a
sir.
wealthy individual with a connection to a vaccine company who wanted to make a donation.
Now, in order to do this legally, because Piers Corbyn's not going to sign a consent form, we need to do this for real, which means for the first time ever in these videos, Josh is going to be called Josh Peters. And in order to say that he's got a shareholding in AstraZeneca, he really actually does need
Looks like they live in a council kitchen in fucking Smethwick.
a shareholding in AstraZeneca.
So I'm on this app now where you can buy stocks and shares in companies. So we're going to go for
Oh, really?
AZN. £82.13 for a share at the moment. Let's go with £100.
How many shares does that get us? One share.
It's done.
Oh, brilliant. We are shareholders in AstraZeneca. That was easy. Wonderful. Well, Josh, well done.
Thank you very
Congratulations.
much.
Meanwhile, Mr.
Who the
Corbyn
fuck
was
was banging their
delighted
door?
to meet us, so Archie set a time to meet on London's Sloane Square, and I took out £10,000 to give him. There was
I like
just
that. That looks like the kind of stacks that I need in my life. I wish I had 10k.
one problem.
Now, the problem is, this is quite a lot of money.
It's like all of our money.
So we don't really want to give it to Piers Corbyn, and this is where the switch comes in. This is going to go into an envelope that we
So
showed
you're
Piers
scamming him?
Corbyn.
Yeah.
Henry White, another magician who's a friend of mine, is then
Oh.
going to come while Ellie, Josh's girlfriend, is taking a photo with Piers Corbyn to switch the envelope containing this money with Josh.
Some
What?
monopoly money.
Fucking scammers.
Having put our Monopoly money and our real money into matching brown envelopes, we headed to the meeting.
Right, let's rock and roll.
We set up our
There's an apple
tables,
tree.
briefed our extras, and hid our cameramen. Then, probably
Wait.
the most set up our tables,
That
briefed
girl
our
looks like Tom Syndicate's sister. What's she doing in here?
extras, and hid our cameramen. Then, probably the most infectious man in Britain finally arrived.
Mr. Corbyn!
Fantastic.
Absolute pleasure to meet you.
Lovely to see you.
True.
How are you?
Well, I'm very
Have
well.
a seat, have a seat.
Are you telling me that he brought his fucking packed lunch? He brought a packed lunch in that little green bag.
I've been seeing a lot of you lately all over different
Well,
social
that's
medias
right.
and things.
And that Trafalgar Square on Saturday was...
That was amazing.
I wasn't lucky enough to be there, but it looked unbelievable.
Would you like a pizza?
While Archie offered pizza, I got ready to offer dough.
Would you like a
My
pizza?
family business was restaurants.
He ain't gonna say no to
And
some free
my
pizza, is
father
he?
Runs a very successful restaurant chain in South Africa. He actually started up a fund in South Africa that I'm now a director of. So with his overseeing, I do some investments. One of our main interests, funnily enough, is actually we've got shareholdings in the AstraZeneca vaccine. Can you believe that?
Chat
You know,
shit.
It's not from a personal standpoint. It's more
Scam.
of a sense of its business. But yeah.
Of course.
Piers didn't seem put off that I made money out of AstraZeneca,
Well, of course.
but shared some wacky views on the other vaccines.
Moderna and Pfizer give those magnetic things, don't they?
Yes.
Well, that is very, very scary.
I began to tease it a little.
But, you know, if we can obviously help in any way to help your campaign, that's obviously going to help us. We've got shared interests.
It clearly is. I mean, but, yeah, okay. No, absolutely.
We actually even brought along a little something today that
Wait,
was just a token of
He eats his fucking lunch with them. He changes his clothes with them. What else is he gonna do?
You know, our
You're gonna take a
intention
shit
of
next to the
helping out
tree.
with your campaign.
I was
would hopefully
So
help.
if yes,
Fucking hell, he's put 2 tops
I
on.
mean, we like to keep it off,
wow.
off the book.
Showed him 10 grand in cash.
But this is obviously just a sort of statement of intent. We'd love to keep funding you. So there's £10,000 there.
That's astounding. I mean,
But yeah, it's but
that is brilliant.
It's quite rare to have £10,000 in sort of cold hard
That
cash.
is brilliant.
to the whole, you know, that's just a bit from the safe.
Remarkably,
Yeah, just look at the
Piers was
cameras.
delighted with the money made from the vaccine company, but claimed he couldn't be influenced.
Well, as long as I can accept it with, there's no insistence on any policy changes or anything that I'm doing.
But because we hadn't yet switched the money, we hadn't handed him the envelope. So we tested if he really couldn't be influenced.
And I appreciate you're obviously not asking for a change of policy or anything, but if there is anything that can be done to focus a bit on Pfizer or Moderna, that might be
That would be helpful for
a
us.
useful thing.
So, knowing that I was an investor in AstraZeneca with a financial interest in other vaccines doing badly, Piers Corbyn started writing down benefits of the AstraZeneca vaccine.
Okay, AZ, not
Right.
You know, just
So
which
just-
is a fact, but
It is. So, I mean, you know, we're not saying change any policy, but if they could be slightly ignored more, that would obviously be helpful
Yeah.
for us.
And said yeah to our request for AstraZeneca to be ignored. Now, of course, we weren't insisting on any policy changes, but it seems Mr. Corbyn was open to the idea of accepting our donation and focusing his efforts on Pfizer and Moderna. It was time for Archie and his magic mate Henry to
Here we go.
switch the cash.
The
with
magician's
help of my
coming.
selfie-loving girlfriend.
Never report that.
Sorry, I'm really sorry to interrupt. Because I'm a really big
Oh,
Sorry.
that's nice.
I didn't know you were the celebrity.
I told you the meeting would take.
I know.
Picture. Oh, okay.
That's the first time anyone's ever asked him for a selfie. That is a fact.
All right. As long as you're not wearing a mask,
Ha,
Right.
ha.
Thank you. Sorry, my mum's
Well,
also.
is that all right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Where do we start?
Just his good.
Okay.
Stop it! Stop it!
Yes, yes, totally.
Henry had passed go and collected
Yes.
£10,000, and we were ready to give Piers all the monopoly money a conspiracy theorist could ever want. It was time to talk more business.
You know, I'm not going to go into specifics, but we've done very well out of being in.
How much do you think you have made from it?
It's really, I mean, I don't think Dad would want me to say.
For the record, my AstraZeneca shares had made me 7 pence. But Piers thought AstraZeneca was going to make him £10,000, which might not be a great look. But luckily, Piers had a plan.
People ask where does this come from, I say it's somebody who's a businessman that runs
Restaurants.
You wouldn't say, yeah, you wouldn't say it's come straight from AstraZeneca, even though it
anything
has.
about
Yeah,
that.
because I mean, technically it kind of has, but we don't have to say that.
I mean, I suppose going forward, it's just that sort of
Yeah, well, that old guy is a scummy man.
focus on leaving AstraZeneca out of it wherever possible. We appreciate that's not.
We can't have a full policy change, but
No.
we'll focus on Pfizer and Moderna and.
Well, it'll happen anyway, but without any interference. If you see what I mean.
It's amazing what
Yeah.
money can do, isn't it?
So,
Brilliant.
I think that'd be fair. Where's that money gone, by the way?
Oh, I've got it.
Okay.
I've got it. Don't worry. Keeping it safe.
So apparently, the idea that anti-vaxxers will focus on Pfizer and Moderna will now
Look at him eating his
happen
fucking
anyway,
greens
which
like a
obviously
rabbit.
has nothing to do with our donation. It was time for a quick selfie and a transfer of cold, hard monopoly money. Whether people choose to get a vaccine or not is entirely their business. But listening to people that spread misinformation about vaccines, particularly when they're
Facts.
accepting £10,000 made from vaccines,
Facts.
is perhaps a different matter altogether.
Mate, just a prick,
For
innit?
information about coronavirus vaccines, there's an NHS link in the description. Otherwise, please consult your doctor.
Oh my god! Thanks for telling us. Well, that was slightly interesting, I guess. It was a bit weird. I think that guy's a bit of a scummy man for taking money not to mention it anymore. It's kind of fucked up. But I'd probably take 10k to not speak about something again, to be fair. But yeah, interesting, weird. It is what it is. If you want to see me react to more stuff like this, subscribe. Press the subscribe button. Take you 2 seconds. Just press it. It's like around about here somewhere, just underneath the video. And yeah, leave a comment if you want to see anything else. If you want to give me some suggestions, I'm here to listen. Thanks for watching. Peace out, Doofinators. Sorry, Mike.
This could so bad I was sick.